Would you care to mention anything?
Yeah, when I did before, I'll do now also. Allah is taken from the name from Elokah. Elokah, which is, we use that word all the time. We have the same God as the Arabs. We believe in the same God, in one God. So it's a paradox. See, the Christians believe in the Trinity, to have whatever that's supposed to mean, but it's a part of it is their God, who's the JC we call him, but that's not our belief at all. We're not allowed to believe in anything like that, and we're in better terms with the Christians generally than with the Arabs, generally speaking. But we have in common, we believe in the same God. Right? As a matter of fact, I was speaking once to Moshe Feinstein, the greatest rabbi of our generation. He said, Allah, that's the Arab's God, the same God that we have. He wasn't afraid to talk about it. They have the same God.
Was there an event that made the Muslims break away and change the name of God to whatever?
Didn't change the name of God. It's Allah, that's the name of the God. They didn't break away from any. Why did they break away? They come from the children of Abraham, of Yishmael. We come from Yitzchak, and they come from Yishmael.
In our Jewish literature, we are taught that there is such a thing as a common faith, a fundamental religion which all men are born into. And this is a basic faith which is obligated on all mankind. In the past, we've called it by different names, Yirei Shamayim, which means the fear of the people who have fear of heaven, Ger Toshav, or Bnei Noach, the children of Noah, or during Hellenist times in Greek it was called Theosebea. And according to the school of thought of Rabbi Ben Moseg, this fundamental faith is also called by the name Islam. This could be a clear indication in our literature that Islam is an ancient religion dating back to the time of the Second Temple, or even earlier. And if Islam's roots, if the roots of Islam are the same as what we call Bnei Noach, then for us it is much older. This is the religion of Noah. This is the religion of Adam himself.
As a Yemenite Jew, I can tell you that the name itself is not the devil, is not a pagan idol, is not the moon god, as evangelical Christians have been propagating for decades. This is a very, very sick cult, by the way, and their idiocy is quite redundant. I mean, I can't even imagine if people would actually teach themselves these things and flatter themselves with these things, and at the same time claim to support Israel, when in actuality in Israel we say Allah, we say Yallah, we say these terms, these phrases are understandable to our understanding, that they are not in any way, shape or form to what they say, to what evangelical Christians say is basically the devil. No, we understand what the name Allah means, what it's understanding of how they approach God is exquisitely the same. We do not share the system of belief with Christians that they and us worship the same God. No, we do not. So help me God. But Christian evangelicals do not worship the God of Israel. They do not worship the Islamic perspective of God. Maimonides, one of our greatest philosophers in Judaism, as well as a religious philosopher of Judaism, has quoted extensively in his beautiful Igeret Teiman, or the Epistle to Yemen, in which he was basically teaching and giving, basically answering many questions brought forward to him. The Jews of Yemen asked, what is your position of Muslims? Are they considered idol worshippers? Are they considered paganists? And Maimonides said, the Muslims, the idolatry has been removed from their hearts. A Muslim does not know idolatry, he does not know paganism, he has no form of whatsoever of any grain left in his heart. Therefore it is permitted unto a Jew, when he enters a land where he cannot find a synagogue, that he is allowed to pray in a Muslim mosque. He's okay, it's fine, it's okay. Hey, I can go to a Muslim mosque and pray if I have to, if I can't find a shul. However, Maimonides says, be careful. If a Jew enters a land where there is no mosque or a synagogue, then he is forbidden to enter a Christian church if there is one. Do not pray in a Christian church. And the reason why is because Christians do not worship the same God we do. They worship a pagan. They are idolaters. They are called avodah zarah in Hebrew, which means idol worshippers. So exquisitely said, so wonderfully stated. Oh my goodness! And you know, it's quite interesting that unfortunately, there should be more Jews actually stating the facts as it is, that, you know, Muslims and Jews and Muslims, we both worship the same God. No matter what these crazy evangelical Christians are saying, they're basically nutbags. Whatever they say, they just try to come up with exceeding lies, redundant lies. The type of lies that only a child in the kindergarten could easily make up. And emphasize that Arab Christians, and you know, this is what's also funny, and thankfully I remember this, because this is what I really wanted to say, and get a load of this, Christian evangelics. I should refer to you guys as evangelics. There are actually 20 million Arab Christians in the Middle East today, as well as the United States, as well as around the world. And Arab Christians and their religious services and their Sunday services and Mass or whatever God frickin' services they have, Arab Christians refer in the Arabic Bible, the Arabic translation of the Bible, they say Allah in reference to God. Now, I would like to ask these evangelicals, what say ye of these people who claim to believe in your Jesus? What say ye to them? Now, are you going to go chase them and say, oh, you're worshiping the devil. The devil is Allah. Just let you know that classical Arabic is very close to classical Hebrew, biblical Hebrew, as well as classical Aramaic. They all tend to agree, they all agree in unison that Allah, Hashem, Allah are, through etymology, which is the study of the root of words, have come to a unanimous agreement that Allah is the perfect Arabic name of God, that it cannot be made into a male. Through its perfection, it cannot be made into a male gender nor a female gender. Rather, it is a neutral personification, not personification, but rather a neutral attribute to God. Such wonderful history.